Hi everyone, welcome to My Simple Intentional Life. I'm Janet, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you're already a subscriber, thanks for subscribing and stay tuned for more videos. Today I thought I'd talk to you about my 2017 goals. Initially I was going to just talk about financial goals, but then I realized that we're not just a one-dimensional person, or at least we hope not to be a one-dimensional person. So I thought I'd just take this time to make a quick video about all the goals that I'd like to tackle for this coming year. So since I started with financial, let's start there. First goal in my financial plan is to move on to baby step 3 in the Dave Ramsey program. Now, for those of you that might have seen my last video, you realize that I am done with baby step 2. I finished that the first week of December of 2016. So this month I started my baby step 3, which is to save a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. Now, I've been working the baby steps kind of on my own for my own personal debt, but I am going to expand the baby step 3 to household income. I'm hoping to do about a third of it this year. The full amount that it's going to entail is about between $30,000 to $36,000 for a full 6 months. Now, if I decide to just do the 3 months, when that time comes, that's going to be closer to about $18,000. So my goal for 2017 is to start setting aside $385 per pay period. Now, I get paid bi-weekly, which means I will be setting about $770 per month towards that emergency fund. And I think that's amazing because all that money was freed up after I stopped paying on my debt snowball. With that said, I will not be keeping those free paychecks that we get twice a year. If those of you that get paid bi-weekly or every other week know that there's 2 months in the year that there's an extra pay period. But I decided I'm just going to do the $385 every pay period. But I don't want to stop paying on this baby step 3 because it's going to take a while. And I'm estimating it'll take about a full 3 years. So this will help us to at least get a good jump on it. My next financial goal has to do with what I spoke about in my last video, which is the fact that college tuition for my daughters is coming up very close on the horizon. And with my oldest being a junior in high school now, I've decided that I'm going to start recontributing to my 529 plan. So that's going to be about $250 a month for now, so that I can still contribute to my baby step 3. Even though officially this isn't baby step 3, it's baby step 4, I've decided that I don't really have that much time to really save up some money now before she gets there to college. So I've decided that I'm going to do it concurrently with baby step 3. My next financial goal is to save for a vacation fund. I know I've mentioned this in the last video. It's not officially Dave Ramsey style, but given the fact that I'm not doing this exactly the way Dave Ramsey would say, which is to you know, do it with your husband and use all family income. He's a great budgeter and he's been doing this for decades. So I decided that I would just do it with the income that I bring in. So the third goal will be to save for a family vacation, since that's something that isn't always able to be included in the family budget because my husband does pay all the household bills. So with that said, I'm going to be trying to set aside about $500 a month throughout the course of the year, so $250 a pay period, so that we can go to the Grand Canyon this summer, the whole family, to see my brother and to obviously go to the national park, and then not have that trip follow us back home by having to have charged it. So we will be paying all cash for that trip, and actually we've already bought our plane tickets and those are paid for in cash. On to personal goals. My personal goals are really focused around self-development, self-improvement, and simplicity. And one of my goals is to start meal planning. Now, I will do a whole separate video on how I go about that process, but the idea is to use the days that I'm not working, which is essentially Thursday through Sunday, to plan out a week's worth of meals, to be able to go grocery shopping, and to make use of what we have already in our freezer and our pantry. A second personal goal that I have is to simplify my wardrobe. And with that said, I wanted to mention that I have been interested in a project called Project 333 by Courtney Carver, who developed this project with the idea that you use 33 pieces of clothing, including outerwear and accessories, for 3 months, and then you can swap it out after that for the seasons, or for, you know, just so that you're not bored with the same clothes all the time. I have put so many different types of capsules on paper. I haven't actually jumped the gun and gone down to 33 items, but that's something that I want to do this year. My third personal goal is the reason why I started this channel, and that is goal setting with Self Reset Mastery. This is a paid program that I joined at the start of the year with Jake Naraki, and I will link his information down below. He is the person in charge of Operation Self Reset, and he runs this program for goal setting that I love, and I'm currently in the first full month of it. There's a lot of accountability and a lot of support from other members, and the reason that I joined this and I made it a goal for this year is that I have been wanting to start this YouTube channel for a long time, and I finally made the jump through setting goals with Self Reset Mastery. So it is a year-long program, and I will be making other goals throughout the year, but that is something that I'm committing to this year, and I can't wait to see it to completion. My last area for goal setting is in the theme of relationships. Now, I have 3 children and a husband, so my relationships are really focused around them. And my first goal is to have date nights with my husband. Now, we have tried this over and over again in the past, and we just get caught up with life, caught up with our schedules, and we don't really make time for each other. But it's so important to have time with your significant other, so we have promised to get together, just us, 2 times a month and do something a little extra special. So one time I'll plan the date, the other time he'll plan the date, and hopefully that'll bring us closer together. My number 2 goal in relationships is to work on college planning one-on-one with my oldest daughter. She will be starting that college application process in the fall, so I want to start getting her more involved with picking schools that she might like to attend, or thinking about a major, just simply where she'd like to be. So that's something that we can do online these days, thank goodness. So I was trying to make it a goal to set aside one-on-one time with just her and I to plan the college process out and give her more clarity and direction when it comes to picking a school. Goal number 3 is to start teaching my children more about the blessing that giving to others gives to us. So what that means is, even though they're wonderful kids, I want to teach them the value of giving, and the value of empathy, and the value of being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and provide a service, or give of yourself to make that person's life better. And the way I wanted to do that was through something called racks. Racks are random acts of kindness that I have done in the past for different occasions, whether it's like, 15 things on your 15th birthday that you want to do for people. But now I want to make it more of a regular thing, and I want to be able to do different types of racks. I saw things on Pinterest, which I love, and I'll link my Pinterest account below. One of the ones that I saw was this compliments flyer that said, free to everyone, take one if needed. And they would have things like, you're enough, you're a great person, you're beautiful on the inside, let your light shine. So that's a really cool thing that we could put up maybe at the library, at the local supermarkets. Also, some other things that I've done is I've left dollar bills stuffed into like books or cards at the dollar store. I've also thrown some spare change at the bottom of a slide for the kids to go and get when they slide down and then they find some money. I've also made cold water bottles with a little sign saying, "This is for you, stay cool," in the summer, and I've given it out to people who work outdoors. There are different things that I have ideas about that I want to teach the kids so that they learn that giving is way better than receiving. So that's my goals for 2017. I hope you've enjoyed it and gotten some ideas for yourself. And if you liked it, or if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below and I will be sure to answer. I am really excited to be doing these videos for you, and if there's a topic you want me to talk about, then just let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.